wasn't thinking clearly. I pulled out the Quran and I pulled out the Bible and I said, God, I need your comfort. I need your comfort. And I started going through the Quran for comfort. It's the first time I was going to the Quran not to just memorize a prayer or to memorize a chapter, but to actually look for comfort from God. And I start flipping through the pages. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? And I start getting frantic, looking around for something in the Quran to comfort me. And what I realized for the first time in my life is there is not a single verse in the Quran to comfort a hurting person. Not one. I kind of put the book away. I was like, this book doesn't even apply to me. And I opened up the Bible. I was like, where do I even start? I'd never gone to the Bible for guidance. I'd only gone to try to tear it apart. But for the first time, I don't even know where to start. I'll start with the New Testament. Fine. Open up to Matthew chapter 1. Didn't take me long to get to Matthew chapter 5. And when I saw these words, it was like the start of a new era in my life. It says, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. And literally, I'm not kidding, it was like those words were electric on the page, and like they jumped off the page and kick-started my heart. That's how it felt. And I thought those words, Jesus spoke those words for me 2,000 years ago. Forget y'all. He spoke those words for me 2,000 years ago, and that's why it's here. And I started reading through the Bible, and I was just dumbstruck by how it was speaking to me. And I would read every single footnote. David had given me a study Bible, so I'm reading every single footnote, and every time I asked a question, it was answered right there. So I'd be like, God, how do I know if you're even hearing me? And I'd read the footnote. If you want to know God's hearing you. Yes. And so it's like reading. I finally get to Matthew chapter 10, which says, if you confess me before the people of this world, I will confess you before my Father in heaven. And if you deny me before the people of this world, I will deny you before my Father in heaven. I was pretty clear. See, I had all the evidence I needed to accept Christ. I even had spiritual guidance and now emotional guidance from God, but I had not proclaimed him. And I thought to myself, but God, if I do this, I'm going to have to give up my family. You know what the next few verses said? Do not think that I have come to bring peace, but to bring sword. For I shall turn a father against his son, and a mother against her daughter, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law. He who does not love me more than their mother and father is not worthy of me. And I'm reading this right there. It was the next verse. I'm thinking, God, it's not just my parents, though. It's my whole life. I'm going to have to give up everything I know. I'm going to give up everything here. The next verses said, he who's not willing to pick up his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Yeah, he knows it's going to cost you your life.